Hey, what's up everyone? Today I am going to be showing you 5 secrets in Elden Ring patch 1.09. What we are going to talk about first is going to be St. Trina's torch. Now, the location's not a secret, but I'm going to show you something that you can do with this that is definitely useful. So before I show you what you can do with this, let's talk about where you can find this. If you head towards northeast from the consecrated snowfields, you should see 2 of these trolls, and they're carrying this cart. Now, what we're going to do here is go up, and we're going to open up the chest. Now, of course, you may need to defeat the enemies ahead of time, yet I believe if you've already grabbed it, there's not going to be anything in there. Now that we have acquired the St. Trina's torch, we could then head over here towards Stormgate, or really just head towards any troll. Once you've located a troll, you can then go up and hit it with your St. Trina torch. What you will notice, if you correctly hit it, as you can tell it took me a few times to hit him correctly, is that it only takes 1 hit from the St. Trina's torch to force this troll to fall asleep. Now you can go in, hit him in the head, and now he's one shot. You can finish him up with the St. Trina's torch. Now you might be wondering, does this work on all of the trolls? Does it work on every single type? No, it absolutely does not, because there are some trolls that are not necessarily immune to it, but it does take quite a few shots to make them fall asleep. I did notice that the one in front of Volcano Manor, that troll does not want to fall asleep, so yeah, it's ineffective for that one specifically. For example, right here, I'm going to try to run up on him, and I'll try to either use the skill, or I could just hit him with one of the St. Trina torches, but nothing's working, it's ineffective, and I continuously try to hit him with it, and I've even tried to use the skill, nothing works. Yet this is somewhat effective on the trolls that are up there at the mountaintops. They do seem to want to fall asleep. I'm not too sure if there's something specific with the troll previously, but yeah, the ones at the top here, they definitely will fall asleep. Moving on towards the second secret that not a lot of people know about within the in-game mechanics is that if we head over here towards the Atlas Highway Junction, we are going to traverse up the stair steps here and then locate the 2 bosses at the top. They are going to be on their mounts, and we are going to try to defeat them. I have a great build set up for this. If you'd like to check it out, definitely do so. What these 2 bosses will drop is going to be the Erdtree Greatshield. Now, once you do have that, you can then head over there towards the Halo Tree, and once we are here, we can then go towards one of the bosses, which I believe it is Loretta. Not a lot of people know about this, but you can use just the shield to defeat this boss, and I'm going to show you how this is possible. If you have unlocked the lift already, definitely use the lever and pull that sucker up and take it all the way down, and let's interact with the mist door here. What we want to do is time it just right, because if we do so, you will notice that the boss is going to receive some damage back. And if you are a good parrier, if that's a word, then yeah, you're going to be better at this than I am, because I totally suck at this, to be honest. I'm not good at parrying anything, but for the most part, this is extremely useful if you're struggling with this boss, because this shield right here can allow you to take the boss out again without any other items except the shield. Let's now talk about another in-game mechanic that you can use that not a lot of people are aware of. And if we head over here towards the manor, specifically the 3 sisters, we can then go towards the left side. What you will notice is that at some point, you will see a point at where you can drop, and I will speed this up for you guys. You will see that it's right there on the right side, so we want to continue along, and we will drop down like so. What you will notice towards the ledge is that there's going to be a wooden platform, so we are going to drop down towards the first one, then this second wooden platform, and now we will land right here. You will be able to survive the fall damage if there is any, but I highly doubt there is. We are going to interact, and let's go through the vendor list here. We want to go towards the far right side, and we are going to purchase this right here. What is it? Well, this is going to be the Ashes of War, carrying retaliation. Now that we have that, we can head towards a boss, or maybe even something like the Black Knife Assassin. Let's try this one out. Some of you guys may or may not know about this, and this is highly useful. We are going to apply that Ashes of War towards the shield. Let's interact with this boss so that it pops up. Once it throws the Black Knife ashes, we can then block it out with that Ashes of War. There have been so many players out here that have struggled with the Black Knife Ringleader, so with this exact tactic here, or even if you go towards the Black Knife Assassin over towards the Sainted Grave there, this will work with that boss as well. Now, speaking of bosses, you might be wondering, what other boss can you use this on and take advantage of it? The boss that can be located at the end of Crumbling Ferrum Azula, you can use this against his own skill, and it's absolutely worth using. If you are better at this than I am, then you're going to be able to do this successfully without taking damage. I'm just terrible at it. I really am with the whole parrying. Now let's talk about something that's a little bit different here. If you guys were around when Elden Ring first came out, you may have noticed that these dogs were quite insane with their damage. It appears that they're not the only ones, because even with a build with 120 poise, it's pretty much difficult with rats still. Like, it's ridiculous, and I'll show you right here. If we go towards my status, and we can tell right here that I have 129. So if I go up towards the rat, they should not be as effective, right? Well, if you were thinking that it was the other way around, that I was going to be able to take less damage, then no, they're pretty insane with their damage. I'm not too sure if it's really what was intended. If you go towards a different rat that has madness, the damage is not as crazy. Like, it's nothing. I'm not taking really nothing. This is minuscule damage here. Now, the only reason why I'm showing this whole little secret damage here is so that you guys are aware of it, and yeah, it just reminded me of Elden Ring when it first came out. Last but not least, let's talk about Margit's Cursed Sword. If you head over here towards the Lindale capital, you can then claim the Lost Grace after you've defeated the boss. You will gain your remembrance and everything. You can then take that over towards the round table and go towards the lady here on the left, interact with her, choose the first option, and we will then choose Margit's Cursed Sword. What's great about this, in the latest patch, there has been some things that have been done to it that really just makes the boss over here, Malenia, nothing. Like, she's literally nothing anymore. We used to complain about her, she used to be OP. Yeah, use a Mimic tier and Margit's Cursed Sword, wait for your Mimic to spawn in, go straight towards her, and you're going to notice when you use your Ashes of War, you're going to then allow your Mimic to strike in and possibly use an Ashes of War or the skill, and this is a great way to take out this boss easily without a struggle. I mean, you could run through her like she is nothing, man. Anyways, going through, you will notice that she can be down like so, and yeah, just go in for the final. Now, she will go in towards her second phase here. What I recommend for you is the Mimic, because the Mimic's going to allow you to take no damage when she does dive down, because most likely she will choose your Mimic. And what I recommend during the second phase is that you use the Mixed Flask that negates all of your FP, meaning that when you do use your Ashes of War, or if it's skill, or if it's some sort of spell, the FP will stay the same and it will not go down for some time. So yeah, as it states, it will negate FP. So definitely use that and you can take out this boss easily. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the video about the secret mechanics, some of the bosses, and just everything that I've talked about. If you happen to be new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, turn the notifications on, and if you have any questions, leave them down below. I will try to reply back within the first hour or two. And most importantly, thank you all for subscribing and staying tuned into the videos, and I'll see you all in the next one.